Okay, hello. Not sure what to do today here. Let's see. So I guess we're gonna do something in this PRF. This is what we got so far. Off stream, I've added this smoke plume coming out of the window. I've also placed some of the walls that I made yesterday. So all the walls along this side of the road and along this road here, and also some of these walls over here. I'm not gonna do that on stream though, because it's pretty it's just tedious, repetitive, and not very hard. It's just takes time. But yeah, go into top-down view, and let's enable the reference. Takes a while loading it in for the first time. So I was thinking about maybe making this stage here. I made this same stage already on the streets map, but the problem with that was probably made it a bit too high poly. I'm just making the footprint right now. Now, because this is a plane, if I press E to extrude, it's not gonna go, what's the word? In the same direction as these two edges. But if I select one of those edges, I can add that as a custom transform. And now extrude and press middle mouse, I can snap it to that custom orientation. Then, now that I have this, I can press Alt R and it'll straighten out, right? We also got this playground here. I don't have any good pictures of that though, I think. Let me check. Check my screenshots folder. I did take some extra screenshots of this before the stream. Also that fence there. Maybe make the fence and this thing today. Cool. Let's copy this footprint. I need to enable the copy attributes add-on first though. Copy attributes. This keeps turning itself off. Copy, and then minimize this. Go into my asset library, paste selection to cursor, and this is the stage. But I'm gonna rotate it this direction, so the front of the stage is facing the camera. And then just zoom in a bit here on the reference. Let's put this camera in its own collection. Scene setup is usually what I call that collection. And then just hide that. Big Jack. Hey mate, thanks for all your hard work. Oh no problem, man. I think it's fun, so. Glad you like it though. Okay, so let's bring in this little reference guy. And Let's enable wireframe, pull this up a little bit. Separate that as its own thing, hide it temporarily, and delete that now. Remove those. That's good to hear, man. That's what they're for. Trying to make maps that are good for like brand new players, and then once they're like know their way around, they could use like Jindu's maps instead, because they're a bit more detailed in terms of like interiors and stuff and loot. So right now I'm just trying to approximate the height of the stage. So something like this maybe. Like where would the player be if you walked up to this in the game? I should probably have done that actually for this screenshot, but if you'd walk up to this edge here, it'd probably be up to like here, I think, right? Actually check here, 0.9 meters. We could check this to 1 probably. Then we could use the same texture that I used for making this yesterday. So just bring this up here. And on render view. So yesterday we made this thing here. And the top structure, or whatever you'd call this, it's just a texture we made using GrabDoc, and I could use that to make the pillars. So instead of having tons of extra geometry, we use some simple textures. Let's do this instead. Turn on texture. Maybe it's better to bring in a circle, set that to 3 verts, and extrude that and just use the same texture on each side. Let's try it. Pick this up a bit. Do that, unwrap. Here. And then let's just darken that so it's easier to see. World orient. Overlap all of these. Music feels a bit loud to me. I'm gonna lower it. Okay. So let's just give this the same material. And add the shader editor here. Combine these to the UV. I just adjust it so that it makes sense. Using edge slide to do this. An avatar, hey man. Okay, how tall is this stage, you think? So this looks... I don't know. What's all that? Oh, you mean everything behind here? It's an asset library for a map I'm making. So whenever this is done, I add it to the asset library, and then I could use it in any other scene. But yeah, I think this is supposed to be a little bit shorter, I think. And because it's data linked, they all change accordingly when I change one of them. I think something like that is good. Now let's just do a normal copy of one of these. And put the origin on the bottom flat part there, in the middle. Put that on top here. I'm just looking up here in the reference. It's not, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, right? Just similar. So edge slide here. And then again, just edge slide until it makes sense. And then I could normally just transform, snap that like that. Use the bottom part to mirror. And again, this is just images, right? It's not geometry, it's just like planes, right? So imagine if I did this with just modeling it, it would be like together with everything else in the scene, it would be quite heavy. Let's do that again, but on the sides. It's Blender, yeah. Same thing again, just over here to make sense. Snap it to middle of the other structure. And mirror across. So now we have the whole roof done already. Or the structure rather, holding everything up. And then I'm going to unhide that plane that we removed in the beginning. This is just to show me where the staircase is supposed to be and how far out it goes. So I'm gonna keep that. And I could make the same staircase or just make it like I normally do. It's probably just quicker. Have one plane up to the top and then array that until it fits that bottom part. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. Then press E. I can use this empty to move these planes down. It's my first time using Blender. I'm trying to make a mech. So far I got the head, the hull, and one arm, but seeing you make a hull structure is sick. That's cool, man. I just ask if you're wondering something. Let's hide that. And this bottom one, I usually put slightly below ground. I'll show you why in a second. Like it doesn't have to be exactly intersecting with the ground, but extruding that a bit. And then I'll remove the sides here. It's not gonna need them. And then I use hard ops U O T to add this shape. I'm gonna scroll until I get this convex hull. Click, and then I can resize that like this to easily get the side of the staircase, right? Like the structure holding it up. And then I can mirror across, and the staircase is done, basically. And since this is still an array, I could also make changes to it. Same here, because this is mirrored. Could add more detail, but because this is going to be seen from such a far away distance, it doesn't matter. So yeah, let's smart apply. Just removes all the modifiers and applies all the modifiers in there. Join them together. If I would have UV'd this and added the texture, I would not have applied that. I would have done the UVs first as well for the one staircase, and then they all would have shared the same UV. Okay, so then this does not have a railing, so I guess I don't have to make that. The bottom staircase here can be removed, and you see the only reason why I had that bottom staircase below the like ground level is just so this shape would go all the way down to the ground. Otherwise it would have stopped here, right? Above the ground. But yeah, so let's make the legs, I guess. So I'm clicking Alt W to enable box cutter. Just hold Shift to make it square. Press A to make it solid. Change the transform there. Snap it to the edge. Edge to the surface. Snap it to the ground. The bottom and top faces because they won't be seen anyway. Then like halfway down, I guess, a little bit lower than that. Let's do it along normal, let's do it inwards, press S. Scale evenly. Remove the bottom there. This would be the foot of the thingy. Then we have the screws. So we can do this in a bunch of different ways, but I'm just going to subdivide to get a vert here, and that's just to have something to align to. Make a circle. It's like 6 verts, I guess, or something. Set this to vertex closest, so it snaps to the center of that vert. Okay, let's remove that again, unhide that, and then move the bottom here as well, actually. Don't need that. I'm gonna put the cursor in the middle. Q, mesh tools, hold control, radial array, and lower that to 4. Let's multiply. Remove that empty. Is Blender hard for you? Yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's very hard. Let's join these together. Like I've done this for a bit over 4 years now. And, yeah, I still think it's very hard. There's always new stuff to learn. The guy up there for now. Let's join these with the metal beams. There's also these feet in the middle. Vertex center. I think the way we could do the bottom here is using the same technique as for the like this structure up here. So let's copy that. So I need the plane. I'm gonna put that plane there. He's snapping it to the top and bottom. Right now, seeing how I should add the final arm, include the core. I can feel the difficulty, especially after crashing multiple times. Are you crashing a lot, huh? If you crash a lot, you might have outdated add-ons. It's usually the main source for that. The main reason, rather. Let's copy this and put this over here. Make sure this is aligned properly. Okay, so this should be mirrored, right? Let's just mirror that across. And mirror this across. Then unwrap both of these. I think I'm gonna use this bottom one. It's not exactly the same as in the reference. Literally downloaded Blender 8 hours ago. What add-ons? Okay. I have no idea, man. Link materials. Okay, now I'm gonna make this back wall. The question is if I should texture it or not. On the finished map, it'll be seen from this angle, I think. So I don't know. I could just use the normal shader that I use for all the other props. This would be the roof. Okay, let's give all of these things prop material. Let's do it for the roof as well for now. Let's have a look in rendered view. I also need to disable the darkening thingy before I do that. There we go. Okay. So let's remove that reference piece. I think I should make the roof red though. Maybe also give it a texture. So I'm gonna quickly go into textures.com. Oh yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by. For the roof, I'm gonna search for, I don't know, plastic. I don't know, tarp is probably a better word to search for. Tarp. Okay, I found one. Just gonna put it in my interchange folder. It's a new material. This is green, obviously, but we can change that with the hue saturation node. See if we can get something that looks red. See if this works. Let's join. And click there. I'm just testing this just to see what it looks like. Yeah. Let's say that's done. Let's dissolve this. Apply these. Just merging everything. Origin in the center and the bottom. Rotation and scale. Name this stage. This asset. And then search there, and then click on unassigned. Search for stage. And drag that into interchange. Cool. Let's put that back there. What else? Right, this fence here. This fence is in a lot of places. It's one of those like small details that don't really, you can't really see it unless you're really zoomed in and looking for it. But yeah. Should I make this or not? I don't know. I probably should. Have this thing to do as well. I'm looking for a specific screenshot of the train tracks because I know there's a different kind of fence there as well. But okay, let's make the fence. So how tall is it? It's like this tall, right? Something like that. How wide is it? Something like that, I think. A bit wider. That's accurate. So the plan is to have the center of this be a texture. Only the main structure be a mesh. I don't know why it does that. It's so strange that it resizes itself. Let's try that again. Okay, that worked. It's up. About here. So this will be one of the legs. So center, pull that up a bit. Move that bottom part. Maybe make it a bit thinner. Not sure if I should probably keep that bottom part just in case, because the fence is fallen over in a few places. Looking at this fallen fence here, you can kind of see how they made these. So it's made with one leg and then like the middle structure here, and then it's just repeating. Just grab the face on the side, pull that up. Probably keep this face there. And then Trying to get the pattern. Okay. I'm going to convert this into an image anyway, right? It's got like a circle thing in the middle. Let's give that something like 32. Doesn't matter if it's a lot. Cool. And then a square up here. Like that. So that is the pattern we need. I'm just gonna merge that and copy it. And again, that add-on turned itself off. It's so strange. Copy attributes. It's this new Blender version. But yeah, let's just copy that. And I'm gonna start a new Blender instance. Paste that in. Delete everything else here. And let's use GrabDoc to set up a scene. Cool. Let's rotate this and position it. So I want this thing to be centered. And I want it to fit. Let's just on vertex snapping, snap it to here. Maybe down here is better. Put the cursor here, change to transform from cursor. Then I'm just gonna do this until it looks like it's fitting into the frame. It's fine. Lift that above a little bit. Give that a new material. Don't know why Blender is loading so long. It's a bad sign. There we go. Give this an emissive, set that to 2. Probably gonna have to save this as like fence maker or something. And let's test this with emissive preview. This worked last time I did it, so I don't know. Okay, this is pretty much what I want. This could be very low. See if that works. It says it worked. 144 kilobytes. Don't like it that the background is that color though. I'm just gonna do this, I think. Set it to EV. Save as fences, I guess. Interchange fences. I could actually have had a black background and saved it as a JPEG and it would have been fine, but whatever. Let's minimize that. And then with this still selected, I'm gonna do QOT again, like before with the staircase, but now I'm gonna have a cube, I guess. Yeah, cube works fine. Select the back there, delete vertices so that it's just a plane now, and it's perfectly aligned with this fence. Give that new material. Let's remove that. Change that to shader. Give it that render I just made. Did I call it interchange fences? There we go. I wish it would open the image that I'm working on automatically here. I don't know why it doesn't. There we go. Wrap. You can see I'm basically got the same fence there now. I can hide that. On around the pixels corner, making it snap down there. Same thing here. Same thing here. Cool. And this should be plugged into the alpha. We can cut that thing. Check rendered view. Cool. These two, give them the gray crop material. And here we can copy that color and paste it here. Now we have something similar, and from a distance it'll look identical to if I had modeled this, right? Be a bit brighter. So let's join these together. Origin here. Now if I array this, so pull that back just a little bit so that they connect. Make this fence very easily. Also I could use a curve. Let's put the straight first, put the origin in the beginning there. And I'm just aligning the origin of both the curve and the wall. Brush that out, and then let's deform curve. Select that curve, and then I should be able to deform that as well. And now that's super like low poly, and from a distance it'll look fine. Put up here with the rest of the fences and stuff. Okay. Next thing, these are done. Make this overhang thingy, whatever that is. To do that, I'm gonna minimize this and bring up the main scene for Interchange. Does this work? Not showing up on the stream for some reason. There we go. So here's the stage we made earlier. You can delete that now. And actually, I could pull that in. Let's do that, and then search for stage. There's the stage. Drag that in. You see that aligns quite well. And hide the reference. Don't need that right now. Just snap it to the surface. Don't align rotation. Change there. Okay. So we've got so far. All these dots are placeholders for the trees. The bigger dots are trees, and the really small dots are bushes. So if I go into render view here, you can see what it actually would look like. Let's look at the stage. Just to a shader editor. To click that stage. Okay, here we go. Need to change this to empty props. That should be renamed to empty red tarp. I think the roof should be darker, so let's lower that to 1. Yeah, I think that's fine. So if you zoom in, yeah, there's no way anybody would be able to tell that this is just a texture, right? Looks fine. This thing up here is a gobo. It's blocking light from the HDRI. Makes it look kind of like there's clouds in the sky. Very subtle, but it does make it look better, more realistic. But anyway, we were doing that overhang thingy. So let's show the reference again. I believe this is the thingy, right? mainly just need the width of it anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's not. So from here, let's do this to there, put origin in the center and symmetrize. Copy. Let's minimize that and bring up the asset library again. Okay. Begin. Let's grab one of these. Now I'm going to extrude downwards. I'm going to put the origin here, and this is just so that if this is on terrain that is like sloped or something, then like you won't see the bottom of this thing. Cool. Let's use, I don't know, 2. Let's do this actually. Just temporarily to get something to align to. Push this to center. Don't know how tall this is, but if we imagine this guy is the player here. Something like that, maybe. Sharpen, set that to 95. Top. Bottom. Here we can let's make an empty right there. Smear these across. These should actually be removed because it's got some lid there on top, so let's just add that. Cool. Deleting that bottom reference. And we can also dissolve these edges now. Cool. On a plane. Well, I think that's it. If it's taller, the map, like if this looks wrong, I can just very easily do this and just increase the height, so should be okay. Let's put that over here and put the origin in the center, and we could also dissolve those two edges. Cool. Making sure I've added this to the asset library. Not sure what to name this. Road overhang stuff here, I guess. Rotation and scale. Mark asset. Save. The fence. No, should I add that to the asset library? Probably should, but no, I'll just copy it from here instead manually. It's just because I need to do this whole this curve setup every time. But yeah, I think that's it for this stream. Made some good progress, made the stage, made these overhanging thingies, made the fence. I think that's fine. Fine for now. I might stream tomorrow, I'm not sure. I have a really sore throat right now. I don't know if you can tell, but otherwise I feel better. It's just a very sore throat. But yeah, we need to make these fences as well. We need to make this thing here and all the details surrounding the power station. Yeah, I'll try and stream tomorrow around the same time, so 4 or 5 p.m. Central European time. If not, then Monday, I guess. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you then. Bye bye.